See, after doing this about 2 or 3 times, you feel like you're in a Chekhov play.
Yes.
We have no heat. We have no water. We are miserable. This is why I don't need gym membership. Or they work out. Girls, you gotta move, okay? You're not helping. I know you think.
What are you doing, Coco?
Well, that's to get the majority of chicken poop off the towel outside. I'm gonna rinse the screen too. And that way, when you put it in your washing machine, it's not quite as disgusting. No. Now remember, you guys, this is a website, a blog, for the fledgling farmer. So clearly I'm making mistakes, so you don't have to. Your job as my viewers to point out those mistakes and instruct the rest of us. It's all an educational thing for all of us. So you're going to say, Farm Wench, you really should be wearing a mask and not breathe in that guy's facial surface. And I'll say, okay, I'll tell everybody what we're going to do right now. All right, so one thing I forgot to mention was you really need a good old-fashioned broom. I go through them pretty often because I'm so hard on them. And I use it for a lot of things. Getting dust down and getting in between the cracks here. This is a really well-made chicken house, but it's got some nooks and crannies. I like to get the little poop pellets out this way, and I sweep underneath the ledges, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but you get the majority of it. Then it's time for the Dio Earth. We're trying to kill whatever critters annoy and sicken.
Squinting and turning
More
away
chickens.
is a great way of like protecting yourself.
Yeah, that's my method. That's my
Rather than
highly
actual
scientific method.
personal protective equipment, you're
Well,
just going to
yeah.
squint.
This is being taped during the COVID virus, and so we are not using masks. In fact, whatever masks I do have, I'm going to give to my friend Allison, who works in Pelican. And so we're just going to do it down and dirty, hold our breath, let the wind blow stuff around, and hopefully this doesn't harm us. But again, if my viewers think this is pure folly, do let me know. So this is going to keep mites, lice, things such as that at bay. I'm going to sprinkle some in the nesting boxes, which I'll show you later. I'm going to rub some along the wood. I also put some in, a little bit in their food, per the instructions of Lisa Steele, our goddess. And then I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit on the floor. Do a little soft shoe. Tea for two and two for tea. No mites for you, no lice for me. Our chickens live so happily. We got your worth. Whee! Okay. That's how that happens. Okay, this is the fun part, except for it makes me sneeze a little bit. And it's the chicken's favorite part. As you can see, they're all ready for the straw party. And even though they're going to kick all this down this afternoon, I can place it back here tonight. It's basically just trying to keep the poop on the straw and not on the wood. So I position it as such and put it directly under these perches. These perches see a lot of action. This is kind of a rice straw. It's a little lighter. It doesn't clump so much like the regular straw. It just depends on what the supply place, the local supply place. Thank you, Ashland Grange. We love you, Grange Co-op. It just depends on what they have handy. When everybody was growing hemp, not only was it hard to find straw, it was hard to find hay because people were giving up all their fields for marijuana and hemp. Things seem to have settled down and we have a good supply now. So what's going to happen is I'm going to spread all this around. The girls are going to come and have their chicken party where they scratch around and just have a great time. And then I'll replace it. Used my trusty broom and swept off all the wild bird poop. They like to accumulate up here. Wild birds bring in a number of things that make your chickens sick. So when it's the wet season, I spread wood chips. That kind of keeps the mud and ickiness down. They have a private little dusting area that we made. And inside there I use wood ash that they like to do dust baths with. It keeps the critters down as well, and their feathers, keeps them clean. And the last little job we have to do is to trade out the straw in their nesting bins. And I have a special tub. Doesn't hold water anymore, but you know, when you're a farmer, you never throw anything out. You could use it for something else. So we're going to use it to put our old straw in. We're going to use our trusty wood or painting spatula and get as much of the goodies out as we can. And then we're going to dust each of these nesting bins with more Dio earth. It couldn't hurt. Then we'll replace it with nice clean straw. Put a little Dio earth on top of that. And there's even like these little flowers you can get at my local feed place. Special little flowers. I don't know if it has rosemary. You can put your own rosemary, some kind of mint in there. It's good for the chickens. Just kind of make it pleasant for them. Rose petals are also nice, but they're not in season. I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. This is Plucky. She's my favorite. She's very sweet. I call her Plucky because she was the first one out of the box when I got her and her sisters from a hatchery. I don't think I'll do a hatchery again. They weren't very healthy chickens, but she held up. And her little feet look like she needs some care. That might be scaly leg mite. You put Vaseline petroleum jelly on there.
She's a petty, doesn't she?
Yeah. And I check for bumblefoot. Spray some antibiotic spray on her feet.
See, look at those talons.
Velociraptor. Straw in the nesting boxes, a little Dio earth on top of the straw, as well as underneath. The girls are happy. The hen house is clean. From what I understand, if you listen, there's a little party going on. Let's see what the party's all about. What's going on in here? We can't have any nice things. As soon as I clean up, they mess it up again. So ungrateful. Anyway, that's our clean chicken house for the week, for the month, hopefully. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time. Bye from the farm wench. Say bye, Kyle.
Bye, Kyle.